talk it. I eat, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back the way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. But an ass back, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab brown man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like, who's that knocking at my window?
Well, it was a common sight in the 80s and 90s, not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the San Francisco 49ers. One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
Here we go. Right at the 8. I'm coming up to you. He's checking. Cracks. Right there.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now third and long. Back to throw, Newton.
Now this is where field awareness comes into play. He's getting perilously close to his own goal line, and after that sack, backed up to his own 2.
Here's Michael Pilardi now. He'll kick it away after a 3 and out on the opening drive of the game. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards there and a Niner first. Right back to Coleman here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
Hey, check Mike 6. You ain't got nothing.
2nd down, McKinnon. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. An 8-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, we knew they had the crowd on their side. Their defense has already made a stop, and now here's an opening drive touchdown.
Yeah, how about the defense making the stop, offense feeling their momentum that they've generated, and turning it into points on their side. So now you've got a team working together, and they got the crowd involved fully on their side in this ball game.
And in this playoff atmosphere, that 12th man means even more. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically, what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
Jones. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. On second down, it's Jones. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
Hey, check my 20.
I can't believe they let you play.
On third down, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the first. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down. They are going to go for it. It's Newton. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. No catches for him in the wild card win last week, but he's got a first quarter grab here.
First down,
It's going to be a long day. Mike 6. Mike 6. On fraud. You get tired of seeing me. Hey, check Mike. Check Mike. Mike 6. Mike 6. You ain't going nowhere. Gun.
On first down, it's Newton. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a Carolina first down on a gain of 16.
First down, Carolina.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ready? Let's get it. Mike 6. Cut.
They'll run on first down. Jones. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line. On second down now, it's Jones. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Perfectly designed blitz right there. They took that one from the grease board to the field because they were able to free up their linebacker to get into the backfield and spill the play.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7.
It's just me and you. Number 16's coming. Check Mike. Gun. Let's go. Check 24. Gun.
Out of the gun, Newton. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
The drive starts with a handoff to McKinnon. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. It's a big play there from a big play guy, Jerick McKinnon. And a very appropriate gain as well, 49 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
This has been a good drive so far, and it's been a running game for the most part that's powered them down there. Another nice burst there, picking up a 1st down. Now it's 1st and 10, as you said, in the red zone.
On 1st down, Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Hey, orbit. Hey, gun.
Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Makes it 3rd and 3.
Here we go. Wait, 80! 11.
They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Now to try the field goal, here's Daniel Carlson from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Carlson able to put this one through, and the lead moves to 10-zip. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
25, check 25, check 25. Check 3.
And he probably should have given that one off, as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Mike, 2, advance. Box 2. Let's go, try it. 8.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Third and long, it's Newton. He's going to look deep for more. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence, that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super tough.
I got you.
Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
I got it. Watch the edge. You go tight. You got 21. Hey, gun.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Here we go. What do you need? Hey, alert 3. 21. Here we go.
They'll run it with Coleman. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Let's go, Heavy. What you got?
They'll try the right side with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
All day, every day, any day. Mike 6. 20. Mike 6. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6.
Now it's Newton. And that'll be incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7.
Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Great. Twist. Mike 6. Go. Mike 6. And we got to get to the ball, team. Let's keep moving.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Going back to Moore. This time he's got him complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
Ready. Mike 6. I don't even know why this team showed up. Mike 6.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter, a lot of time to change things. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
Let's go, D. Big Sears right here.
Throwing again. Newton. Oh, nearly picked. Almost intercepted, but he couldn't hang on, and it's third down.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback, and that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
Good.
To throw on third down. Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Intercepted. The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 43-yard line.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 28.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway.
Come on, baby, let's go. Get excited. Let's go. Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. It's a run by Coleman to start the third quarter. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a second and 9. The run only got a yard. Here's second and 9.
At the 26-yard line.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense, and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish, holding that to a minimal gain.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Matt Judon, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up fourth down. This is away, and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Newton on first down. Taking a shot for Samuel. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Ready? To the set, ready? Great. Switch.
They'll keep it on the ground. Jones. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Mike, let's set. Let's get it. You ready, Rick? Let's go, baby. 8. I got one. My game. Set the tone, defense. Set the tone. Great. Ready?
Throwing is Newton. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
4th down, and here's Graham Gano now in the field goal unit for the Panthers. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good snap, good hold, and right down the middle.
Never in doubt, just the way you used to hit them, partner.
You mean like kicking the ball?
Exactly.
Well, that was in high school.
Doesn't matter. I don't care what level. You hit them, they go through.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Garoppolo on 1st down. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Dante Jackson picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Out. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Here's Newton. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
I know that interception was dropped, and it would have been their 3rd of the game, and I will guarantee you, in the huddle, on the bench, all the defensive guys have been talking about is, we've got this guy right where we want him. Who's going to get the next one? It almost becomes a challenge, and they've missed a golden opportunity.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them. Melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
You don't see that a ton, do you? With a cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I got this. Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hands on him.
On third down, here's Coleman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
White.
Garoppolo. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a first down.
Here we go.
They'll run on first down. It's Coleman. And able to work his way down to the 16. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 down.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A 16-yard touchdown. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 17-3. This will be taken very short.
Let's go. 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down.
Motion. 20.
On first down, Newton. He's going to loft one deep left. It's caught inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Newton. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Newton now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Again, Newton. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Running right, Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 10-yard touchdown run as his guys are back within a single score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first down. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
He's coming. Double up. 11. He's coming. Double up. Mike. Hey, gun. Mike 6. I'm coming. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. Let's pick it.
On 3rd down, Coleman. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
21. Mike 6. Quit talking about it and bring it. Hey, Alpha. Hey, check Mike. Mike 6. I know he ain't got it. I got you.
They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Handoff, Coleman, right side. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Here's Coleman. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's got it across the 50 to the 47-yard line. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
Here we go. Let's go, D. Watch that. Kill. Hey, turn it up.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Hey, here we go. Hey, watch the slant.
On first down, it's Coleman, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. On 2nd down now, it's Coleman, and he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Watch the run. Check 15.
Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though. The offseason is going to be a long one for them because it's going to eat their heart out watching other people continue to play. But can they come back the next year and find it in them to make that same run again and maybe find a way to advance?
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Feel like